Alright guys, so this is a follow-up for the guide that I made for Rambo with a custom variation that has the foobar, the Leopard Krawl, and the commando. Now there are some situations in this game that the MK community calls fuzzy guards, but I just call them option selects, you know. It's just something that happens generally in every fighting game. An option select is basically something that you're able to do that covers two options. So that kind of strategy is pretty lame in my opinion, because you're not really using any kind of skills. You're just pretty much hacking the game and making the game do something for you. And that is perfectly legal. It's done in tournaments all over the world. You know, if there's an option select in a game, people are gonna do it and they're going to abuse it. That doesn't mean it's like a fair thing, and it doesn't mean it's not cheap. It definitely is. But that's not the point of the video. The point of this video is that people are criticizing commando because every one of the commando strings, well, the two commando strings that end in a throw, can be option selected. So what this means is that when Rambo does those first two hits and then he does the throw, you get a chance to stop blocking while you're crouching and immediately start blocking again, so you can avoid either the throw or the third hit, which is the launcher, right? So this really ruins commando in many ways, because that's the one string that is most dangerous, and people were supposed to be having to guess between being thrown and between the launcher. But that option select ruins that. And it's a cheap way for a move to be ruined. It happens to Kano as well when he does his 2-4 into lumberjack. When I first saw commando, I was like, wow, this is really good. Then I realized that problem with the option select. And there is, thankfully, a way to override that problem and to give this option select BS a good flip of the finger. The way you do that is with Leopard Krawl. Let me explain how that works. When you do the first two hits, if the guy knows about the option select and he lets go of block just for a bit and then goes back to blocking, he's going to be able to cover those two options. But if you go into the Leopard Krawl and you grab them, then they are forced to take the throw, because neutral docking does not work against Leopard Krawl. So they're screwed, thankfully, because option selecting is BS, alright? So now you guys know. The only way they can get out of that is that instead of letting go of block and blocking again, they could jump. But that means they're doing a 50-50, so they're no longer option selecting their way out of a mix-up. Now they're having to actually guess. And that brings commando back to life, you know. Luckily, Leopard Krawl can be used with commando, and that is yet another reason why this variation is my favorite. Commando without Leopard Krawl is pretty much useless, because they can option select the one string that you use to launch, and you will never be able to do it. If they're blocking that string, you're done. Now, most people who are casuals at this game do not know this, so you can always have fun with them and just punish them and throw them infinitely. But those who know this option select are not gonna have a problem shutting down your commando, you know? So, unless you have the Leopard Krawl. So now, everything I said about this variation that I created, which I call the slasher, and I love the variation, everything about it, perfect, is now, you know, solidified by the fact that commando is brought back to life thanks to this crawling move. And I have to say, Rambo is now my favorite character in MK11. Right, so without any further delay, let's get to the fighting.
Round one, fight. Round 2. Fight!
Done.
Finish him! Round 1. Fight!
If I have to, I'll kill you.
Round 2. Fight! Final round. Fight! Finish him! Round 1. Fight! Fight! Finish her! Round one, fight!
Call.
Round two, fight! Finish him!
Can you prove your identity?
I can.
Round one, fight!
I will end you.
Round two, fight! Tower